Hi, this is Samantha here from RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I'm here to show you how to cook a cheesecake in the air fryer. Yes, air fryer cheesecakes is really a thing. Can you actually believe that? It's very, very simple to make an air fryer cheesecake and I will be guiding you every step of the way. Well, before we dive into this recipe, I just wanted to suggest that you head over to RecipeThis.com. We've got more than 1,200 kitchen gadget recipes, including recipes for the air fryer, instant pot, slow cooker, soup maker, bread maker, microwave, Ninja Foodie, and many others. We also have a free weekly newsletter, which you can find on the homepage of RecipeThis.com, or you can find it on RecipeThis.com/newsletter. And there you can get our best kitchen gadget recipes sent to your inbox every Friday morning. Now, the first part of making a cheesecake is to make your crumb base. We live in England, so cheesecakes in England are always made with McVitie's biscuits. Whilst if you're in the US, you'll be using Graham crackers instead, but either or works very well. And then what I recommend you do is you can use your microwave, you can use your air fryer to melt your butter so that the butter is actually ready. And then it's a case of just crumbling up your biscuits. So my favourite kitchen gadget for this is my soup maker. So you just want to start breaking up a few biscuits and throwing them in your soup maker. Once you've done that, don't do too many at once because they might start to get stuck in the bottom of your soup maker. And then you want to get your soup maker on. Turn it so that it's locked in place. And then if it turned on, of course. And then once it's turned on, you're looking for blend. And you're looking for pulse. And isn't it wonderful how quickly a blender can do that for you? So, there you go. That's how they look so far. And then you kind of get stuck at the bottom, so you kind of got to use your hands a bit. And then I find that you often get the odd little bit that's not quite mixed at the bottom. That's perfectly normal. And then I recommend you do a couple more because there's not that much there yet. And then that can be the last one. Sorry. And then same again on the pulse. And then throw it in. So you want to get your hands in to catch quite a lot of it. There we go. And then what I recommend is you get a spoon out your drawer. It makes really easy mixing. And then you want to mix it together so that you're creating your butter and biscuit bits. And then you can assess and see how much more biscuits you need. So this is a bit sloppy at the moment, so I'm going to add some more biscuits and I'm going to get rid of any of the bigger bits that haven't broken down yet. It's hard to judge it. It also depends on how much of a big crumb that you want. You also don't need to blend them as fine. It depends how crunchy you like your base. And then back on it with the blend. And then it's time for the last mix. That's more like it. This will create a really good crumb for the cheesecake, and then you can have a feel of it, see how it's coming along. It'll still be warm from the melted butter. Or if you like a bit of flavour to your base, you can also add in some cinnamon. Or you could make it a bit more interesting with some ground ginger, depending how you like them. I just love the taste of digestives, so I never really need much else. As you can see, that is perfect. So, once you've done that, get out your springform pan that you're going to be using and load your crumb in. Give it a fantastic push down. See if you've got any lumps there you need to get rid of, because I still found one. And there you have it, that's your biscuit base. So that's your biscuit base, ready to go. And now it's time to make the filling. Now on with the air fryer cheesecake. First of all, let's talk the ingredients. You'll obviously need your favourite biscuits that you're going to be using for the base, as well as some butter, as well as some melted butter. Then for other main ingredients, I'm using Philadelphia full-fat cream cheese. There's nothing else that beats it for a cheesecake. I've got 3 family tubs of those. I've got caster sugar as well. And then, as well as that, I like to add in a little bit of Greek yogurt because it makes it really, really tasty and creamy. Vanilla extract. 3 eggs. And then that's all mixed together in the bowl, and then you can spread it over your crumb base. So let's get started, shall we? So first of all, I have my Philips hand mixer, and this is ideal for quickly mixing the filling with the sugar. And then I recommend a dessert spoon or something similar because it's perfect for getting all the filling out. That's 1 tub. My kids are going to be gutted. They love licking out the last little bit of filling that's in the tub. Like typical kids. They're the same for cake batter as well. So that's number 2. And then just 1 more. And then this mixture is going to be enough for a cheesecake, and I reckon it'll be enough for some extra as well to make another one with. So I just love my air fried cheesecake. It's just absolutely delicious. Oh, and you can also flavour it as well. So you could add in some dulce de leche if you want a caramel cheesecake. You can add in some strawberries depending on how you like it. And then turn on your scales. And let's measure out. You need 400 grams of caster sugar. Managed it without going into my second bag. So then once you've done that, you can discard the scales because you don't need them anymore. So everything else can just be done normally. And now you've got these 2 together, it's time to start the mixing process. Checked, I do have paranoia, you know. So now it's start the mixing process. You want to start on the lower setting because otherwise you'll just end up with Philadelphia running across the kitchen. Trust me, I've done it so many times. Wow. And as you can see, it's already going so wonderfully creamy. I could live off Philadelphia. Oh, and if you've not tried it before, my favourite cheese sauce is Philadelphia, a little bit of vegetable stock, and some grated cheddar cheese, and it's the most amazing creamy cheese sauce ever. already. So now it's a case of adding in everything else bit by bit. So 3 eggs. Some vanilla. And then give it a stir again. And then what I found really helps the creaminess is some Greek yogurt. I'm going to use another spoon for this so that I don't end up with loads of leftover filly in my Greek pot. You can use any Greek yogurt. I know a lot of people use sour cream. I don't particularly like cheesecake with sour cream in. I much prefer it with the yogurt. You don't need a lot, you only need a little bit. There's your mix done for your cheesecake. So I'm just going to get another spoon out and see how it is. And that is absolutely delicious. Like I say, at this point, if you want to flavour it some more, you can do. You could add in some dulce de leche, like I mentioned. For example, you could follow our Instant Pot caramel recipe and then make that and spoon in some of that now and then mix it. You could add in some strawberry jam, and that makes a lovely strawberry version, or any flavour of jam that you like, or even lemon curd for a lemon cheesecake. It's just totally up to you. Or you can keep it plain and just do a yummy vanilla one like this. Well, we've now made our cream cheese filling, and then we've also done the biscuit base. And now all you've got left is to pour the cream cheese into the biscuit base and then air fry. And then you want to flatten it out. We love the air fried cheesecake to have a lovely little bit of golden colour to it. If you don't like that, then I recommend that when you cook it in the air fryer, you wrap the top of it in a layer of silver foil. So then, get out your air fry basket. So gently place the cheesecake batter into the air fry basket, and watch it because it will be heavy. And then turn on your air fryer. You're looking for a temperature of 160 Celsius, that's 320 Fahrenheit, and a cook time of half an hour. So all the way up to 30. And then what you do is after you've done half an hour, you leave the cheesecake to set in the air fryer for another 30 minutes. So it's like the air fryer is keeping it warm before you remove it from the air fryer. Well, I'm excited to say that the air fried cheesecake has done its 30-minute cook and it's done its 30-minute resting inside the air fry basket. By this, I mean that when the air fryer beeps after it's 30 minutes, you leave it another 30 minutes longer before you open the air fry basket. And now it's done that second half an hour. Let's check on our cheesecake, shall we? So this is our cheesecake. It's all done now. So what you need to do is get your knife around the edges. Right. And once you're satisfied that it's not stuck, so now let's undo it and lift it out. Oh wow, that is a cheesecake. That looks absolutely delicious. Let me give you a closer up view. Wow, perfect cheesecake, hey? Right, should I have some now? Oh yes, why not? So let's put into it and see what this cheesecake looks like. Oh, it's coming out. Oh, that is so nice. I should get a plate, shouldn't I? The base is like, I'm really interested to see what the the base of it's like. Oh, it's really, really nice. I promised the kids I'd take some home for them, but do you think I should eat all that? Or should we save some for the kids? Better save some for the kids. After all, I am supposed to be on Weight Watchers. I shouldn't binge on cheesecake. But rest assured, air-fried cheesecake is amazing. Like I said, you can mix and match your favourite flavours. You know, you can do a strawberry, a raspberry, a vanilla like we've done. You know, you can even add in some condensed milk. It's just so much choice and so easy. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.